Welcome here to St. Mary's of Lancaster for game 4 of 4 here in the public versus private girls basketball showcase. And we have saved perhaps the best for last here as the North Tonawanda Lumberjacks take on the St. Mary's of Lancaster Lancers. I'm Tanner Saunders. I'll be your play-by-play voice, joined on color by Dave Lyman. And Dave, we were talking earlier in the day. You're familiar with many of the players on this floor here today, so you know as well as anyone that this game features probably the two best backcourts in Western New York girls basketball. We'll start off with North Tonawanda. You got the Day sisters, Annabelle and Lily, respectively, both already 1,000 point scorers. Annabelle, she's been doing it for some time, but Lily already 1,000 points, and she's only a freshman.
Lily, sophomore, yeah, and
Or
sorry, no big deal. Yeah, this is the heavyweight matchup of the night. You call it the main event. Certainly, two of the top teams in Western New York, and bring a lot of firepower, bring a lot of star power. We got a lot of D1 athletes on both teams, not just basketball. So a lot of multi-sport athletes here, and it's gonna be a great game.
Lily Day, the reason I got her confused as a freshman was because she scored 1,000 points
Yeah.
as a freshman. And then conversely, on the other side, for St. Mary's of Lancaster, you take a look at their backcourt. Mila Bissett, she's no slouch. And also, they have the transfer from Randolph, Skylar Harrington, who was good for about 25 points a game last year.
Co-player of the year, small school, Southern tiered, dynamic player. It's interesting. A lot of these girls are very familiar with each other as they play together in the off season, whether it be Team Northeast or X-Gen. Lily and Mila are teammates there. So talk about a backcourt. That's a great combination.
Actually sold Skylar Harrington short, 26 and a half points a game last year for Randolph. And it'll be the Lady Jacks here to start things off. Lily Day gets a screen, now rolling to the rim. And already a turnover, forced ball on the hands of Mila Bissett here, looking to get it up the floor quickly. Now they kick it out. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and it is good for Kelsey Colombo.
Nice attack there by St. Mary's and a quick reversal to Colombo for the open shot.
Boy, isn't it nice when you have a big that can step out and shoot the three like that?
He's got range.
And now here's Annabelle Day. Her shot is no good. And now the rebound is pulled down by St. Mary's of Lancaster.
Cam Wanick, great role player for St. Mary's, does a lot of the little things, unassuming, but you'll see her make some great cuts, some great rebounds, just does a little bit of everything for them and gets it done.
Here's Mila Bissett again finding Colombo. Now she passes it in down low and going up for the shot, and a travel is called there. That's Michaela Scott Bush.
Yeah, she tried to force it in and got caught shuffling her feet there.
Now ball in the hands of Annabelle Day. She gives it up. Here's Maddie Karen. And Maddie Karen, the crossover, the drive, the floater over Colombo is no good. And it's pulled down by Kelsey Colombo. The rebound gets it up to Mila Bissett. Now here's a three-pointer. That one missed everything, but nice offensive rebound.
There she is.
Pulled down by the Lancers. Here's Mila Bissett. She lets the three fly over the contest of Annabelle Day. And now an offensive rebound for St. Mary's of Lancaster. Going up with a shot. And hitting is Skylar Harrington. First points of the day for Skylar. It's 5-0 early for the Lancers. Here's Lily Day sizing up Bissett. Now shovels it out to Jacayla Brown. Now Jacayla Brown gets it back. Nice pass underneath the basket, and it's going to be broken up and taken away by the Lancers. Here's Mila Bissett. Long go-ahead pass to Kelsey Colombo. She lays it in.
St. Mary's really looking to push it out here. That's three straight passes that she has made before she's even crossed half court. That's the way I like to play and like to push the ball. Forcing North Tonawanda better get back, or that's going to be a layups. Lots of layups.
7-0 here. St. Mary's jumps out to the early lead here. Kelsey Colombo with a quick 5 of their 7, including a three-pointer. Skylar Harrington getting the last 2 there. You mentioned some of the players for St. Mary's. The benefits of a lot of transfers. We mentioned Skylar Harrington, but have some other transfers coming in here as well.
Yeah, we have Kelsey Colombo, transferred from Pioneer last year. Solid player for them, as well as Michaela Scott Bush, who lives in Canada and transferred down as a freshman.
And now North Tonawanda in the early 7-0 hole, looking for an answer here. This the season opener for St. Mary's of Lancaster. North Tonawanda comes into this game 1-1, and there's a nice finish there for Ella Cashin.
Maddie Karen broke the press herself there, avoided the trap, got through and found a nice little dump off to Cashin.
Oh, there's a block right there by Jacayla Brown.
Sent that into the second row.
Using her volleyball background there, looked like she was spiking that one over the net. Instead, she spikes it into the Lady Jacks bench.
I mentioned, multiple sports. Jacayla's a phenomenal volleyball player, D1 athlete there.
And she keeps the score 7-2 here for now. Mila Bissett looking for the roller there, and the shot rolls on the top of the backboard there and is rebounded by Jacayla Brown. Finds Lily Day. Now Lily Day looking to push the pace, going coast to coast with the left hand, too strong, and that one is knocked out of bounds.
Last possession there, Mila forced the switch there. She has Annabelle Day guarding, who's a little longer, forced the switch with Michaela Scott Bush's defender, trying to get a better look.
Here's Annabelle Day, has it in the corner. Now looking to drive baseline, throws it away. It's stolen by Kelsey Colombo. Colombo, the bounce pass up ahead. Now another bounce pass, and Bissett pulls up for the mid-range J and knocks it down.
Another push, another attack, another layup.
Maddie Karen nearly had that one poked away. Now gets a screen from Jacayla Brown, being guarded by the much taller Colombo. And now trying to tiptoe the baseline, throws it away. Here comes St. Mary's of Lancaster on the attack. Harrington running the floor, gets rewarded with the layup.
3-on-1 break there. I didn't notice the sub. Maddie Marsisson's in for Cam Wannett.
And now Annabelle Day being guarded by Skylar Harrington. Hits her with the crossover. Annabelle Day, the floater, gets the nice soft touch and the fortuitous bounce, and she's on the board. Bissett finds Colombo from 3. Why not?
Skylar's snuck in there for one, huh?
2 triples in the first quarter for Kelsey Colombo. Now here's Maddie Karen for North Tonawanda. Gets a screen there from Annabelle Day. Now Karen forced to pick up her dribble. Gets it to Lily Day. And now Cashin with the bounce pass to Maddie Karen on the near wing. Karen gets a screen from Jacayla Brown, and now a foul looks like coming here against Colombo.
St. Mary's has North Tonawanda on their heels defensively right here, giving them the opportunity to get those open looks.
Here's the inbound to Annabelle Day. Now the Day sisters in the screen action together. Annabelle pulls up from 3 and is fouled.
They doubled Annabelle there on the screen action, and Lily's the own header for the ball, but Annabelle gets fouled shooting her own 3, going to the line.
So now first free throw attempts of the day for Annabelle Day. First one's good.
I don't anticipate a press here from North Tonawanda. It's too early, but
now to cut it down to 7. Here is Annabelle Day. Knocks them all down from the charity stripe. It is 14-7. And here come the Lancers.
Mila's coming up the middle for an elevator for a 3. Saw that coming.
And there's a pass that's broken up and taken away. Now Lily Day bolts the other way in transition, looking for Jacayla Brown. That one is overhead and taken away by Kelsey Colombo, and she is fouled.
Marcison chose to shoot it there. She was wide open as they ran at Mila coming up the elevator up the middle there. A little off, but I look for them to go back to that play multiple times today.
Mila Bissett gets it to Kelsey Colombo. Now Colombo looking to post up. Now a little floater. That's just unguardable. Kelsey Colombo. She has 10 of the first 16 here for St. Mary's. That didn't take too long for her to find double digits. Now, nice crossover, and getting to the cup is Annabelle Day. Already, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading blows here between Annabelle Day and Kelsey Colombo. Now, Bissett looking to dance. Gets it to Kelsey Colombo, top of the key. She passes out to the far wing. Driving inside, that one is taken away. Here goes Lily Day. And now Lily Day looking to go coast to coast. Up with the layup, and she is fouled.
Another freshman in there on the defense there, getting the foul. Annie Lidstrom, parochial school kid coming in as a freshman, getting some early minutes in a big game here.
Lily Day, the sophomore, heads to the free throw line for the first time today. In 23 games last year, averaged 19.8 points per game, 8.7 boards, 4.9 assists, 4.4 steals. And Lily's first free throw is no good. Score remains 16-9.
Her and Milo will probably be, I believe, two of our next 2,000-point scorers here in Western New York, both being sophomores, both eclipsing that 1,000-point mark already.
And Lily gets 1 point closer there with the made free throw. There's Mila Bissett being guarded by Annabelle Day. Now Bissett, the little hezzy, gets to the rim and doesn't get the lucky bounce there. And it's rebounded by Lily Day. Here goes Lily Day. Steps into a three-pointer on the wing. Missed everything. And the rebound goes out of bounds. It'll stay with North Tonawanda here on the possession.
Good hustle by Maddie Karen there. Keep that ball alive. Throw it off to St. Mary's player and out of bounds.
And Wannett comes back into the game for Marcison. Here's Annabelle Day to inbound. Gets it to Maddie Karen. Now Karen. Floater is true. First points for Maddie Karen in this ball game. And after jumping out to a sizable early lead, North Tonawanda has clawed their way back. Here's Mila Bissett. The screen action with Colombo. Colombo calling for it in the corner. Gets it and knocks it down. She's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
That's going to be a matchup problem for them there here today. Jakayla's tall, but not likely to come out on that three, so they're trying to mix that matchup on Colombo.
Here's Annabelle Day looking to cross over, drives baseline, her pass deflected, trying to get it to her sister Lily. It is knocked out of bounds. Possession stays with North Tonawanda to inbound. It's Addison DeAndrea. Puts it into Annabelle Day. Now Day directing traffic. Gets the screen from Addison. Bounce pass looking for Jakayla Brown. But Annabelle is right there to keep possession for the Lady Jacks. Here's a floater from Karen. No good. And the offensive rebound is pulled down by Addison DeAndrea. The pump fake goes up, and that one goes halfway down and out. Rebounded by Colombo. Mila Bissett. Oh, a deep triple. No good. And the rebound tapped out to Addison DeAndrea.
She's not afraid to shoot from that volleyball line. I expect her to make some of those.
I always find players like that entertaining. Your Trey Youngs, your Caitlin Clarks, your Steph Currys of the world that'll pull up from the dressing room, as Bissett tried to do there. Methinks that won't be the last time we see that here today.
Not. Stretch that defense out for sure.
Yeah. And here's a deep one from Karen. And now Annabelle Day is going to launch one from downtown off the iron, but Karen keeps it alive on the offensive rebound. Now looking to cross over, drive baseline, spins into the paint, throws it up with the right hand off glass. Maddie Karen, 5 seconds remaining. Bissett gives it up. And here's the pump fake, the jumper at the horn. That one is no good for Kelsey Colombo. And that brings us to the end of a very entertaining first quarter. St. Mary's of Lancaster leads by 5, 19-14. We'll come back with the start of the second here on Western New York Athletics.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve. Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
What a first quarter that was. It's 19-14 here as we start the second between North Tonawanda and St. Mary's of Lancaster here in the public versus private girls basketball showcase. Tanner Saunders, Dave Lyman on the call here in a packed gymnasium here at St. Mary's of Lancaster. The bleachers behind us are packed to the gills right now, understandably so. Here's Bissett going to launch right out of the timeout there. That one won't go down, and a foul is called after the play.
Good box out by Lily Day there, forcing Bush to go over the back. Big press here.
But North Tonawanda able to get it in, no less, to Karen, who gives it back to Lily Day. Lily Day going to get a screen in the backcourt there to spring her, being guarded by Mila Bissett, and now there's a screen set there by Maddie Karen, and she commits the foul there on the screen.
Little man pressure there from St. Mary's, just trying to slow down North Tonawanda's attack, make them work harder to get it over half court and get a look. Looked like Scott Bush was trying to sneak over for a trap, but more just a full court man pressure.
Now 7:40 left here in the second quarter. It'll be Lancer ball.
Maddie Karen subs out here. Probably, I'll expect briefly, get a quick breather.
Here's Colombo, spins inside from the elbow, puts it in. I don't think she can miss even if she tried. 15 points now for Kelsey Colombo, 15 of their 21, and now she has a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. The Jacks have not had an answer for her in this one. And the free throw, I guess she can miss.
Yeah, I guess so.
She is human after all. So 21-14 the score. Here is a sidestep triple from Annabelle Day. It's all air, but the save by Lily Day, and then it's ripped away by Cameron Wannett. And now she races up into the front court, gets it to a trailing Mila Bissett. Now back to Wannett in the corner. Harrington tees up a three and knocks it down. First player not named Kelsey Colombo to hit a three for the Lancers. Now quickly up into the front court. Here is Lily Day being hounded by Bissett. And now those two on the ground fighting for the loose ball. And North Tonawanda comes up with it here. There's a drive inside. DeAndrea loses it. Mila Bissett's there. Here's Bissett. Long outlet pass, and the layup is no good there from Michaela Scott Bush.
Another pass from midcourt, looking to attack. It was a great pass. Michaela Scott Bush couldn't finish.
Annabelle Day, the screen from Jacayla Brown. And a foul called, I believe,
Offensive
on Brown.
On Day. It was on Day. Trying to create some space there. Got called for offensive foul again. I believe so. She didn't object. I guess you're right. It was on Brown there, as the board shows.
Yep, we got Brown on the screen there. That is her first, and nevertheless, it's Lancer ball. Here's Michaela Scott Bush. Scott Bush able to burrow her way into the paint, and she is fouled. So Michaela Scott Bush heads to the line for her first chance at points on the day.
Marcison back in for Wannett. Wannett making the impact. Little plays, doing her job. Look to Marcison to be a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end than Wannett. Changes the dynamic a little bit for them.
And Michaela Scott Bush goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the lead into double digits.
Karen back in here too.
And Maddie Karen handling the ball as we speak here. Karen now looking on a bounce pass, trying to get it to either Cashin or Jacayla Brown there, but neither one of them came up with the ball, so that'll be a Lady Jacks turnover.
I gotta get a better look than that. Gotta get in something. Not just watching one person dribble and move that ball around.
Here's Colombo, sees two, understandably so. Now Michaela Scott Bush kicks it out. Harrington, a deep one. No good. Rebounded by Cashin.
She had a great look at that bounce pass. Just didn't see it coming. She got it there.
There's the Days hooking up now. Bounce pass down low. Jacayla Brown can't finish. Rebound Colombo. And here goes Colombo. The bounce pass ahead. Skylar Harrington. Harrington goes up with a layup. Too strong. Rebound Jacayla Brown. And it's knocked away. Now in the hands of Kelsey Colombo. Seeing two. And she travels before the kick out there to Marcizin.
Back-to-back good bounce passes inside there from Karen and Day. And they got to convert on those close ones. Got to make a good catch. No one's guarding Jacayla Brown right now. Long.
And they work it over to Annabelle Day. Now she's going to get a screen from the younger sister, Lily. She's going to pull up from three. That one too strong. Gets her own miss. And now into the paint goes Annabelle Day. And can't convert on that layup. Now up the floor quickly. Here's Mila Bassett finding Skylar Harrington. Skipping it across the floor there. Now the floater is blocked. Jacayla Brown showing off the defense. She's had a couple nice blocks today. Now here goes Lily Day barreling up into the front court, and a foul is called.
That's Mila's second.
And second on the team. Maddie Karen to inbound from in front of the Lancer bench to Annabelle Day.
Setting something up here.
And there it is. Lily Day pops off a screen for three and cans it.
First open look for her. She knocks it down.
That's her first made basket of the day. And there's a nice play by Ella Cashin defensively. Now Skylar Harrington, the flyby, the three-pointer. A little bit off center there, but the long rebound by Kelsey Colombo, and she is fouled there, knocked to the floor by Cashin.
Nice little set there by North Tonawanda to get Lily a wide open three. Look for more of that. Settle down. Run some sets. Ryan's a good coach that will got some structure going over there and get them settled down.
Ryan, of course, referring to the first-year head coach, Ryan Bratt, taking over for the previous head coach, Michael Mills, who went 46-20 in his 3 seasons at the helm, including 20-3 last year, reaching the Section 6 Class AA finals for the first time. And Coach Bratt, 31 years old, a 2012 graduate of North Tonawanda. He played for the Lumberjacks during his time there, went on to have a 4-year playing career at Hilbert, averaged just under 6 points a game on just under 54% shooting from the field in 77 career games. He previously coached for Cardinal O'Hara JV boys team. Shortly after his college career came to a close, he applied for the job prior to last season, but then this year got his hands on it, and he inherits a very good situation here. Meanwhile, here's Colombo, knocks down the free throw.
Assistant coach Sam Berry played at Geneseo. Coaches as well, a bunch of girls teams over at XGen as well.
And the second free throw for Kelsey Colombo is no good. Here's Annabelle Day. Gets the sisterly screen there. Now kicks it to Lily. Here goes Lily. Nice find, Jacayla Brown, but she couldn't finish on the layup. Here goes Kelsey Colombo. The pass ahead, Harrington. Looked like it might have been tipped a little bit off the fingertips of Annabelle Day and then bounces off the shoulder of Harrington out of bounds.
Nice adjustment on the timeout by Ryan. They've been doubling Annabelle off the screen that Lily sets, and she threw that one over to Lily for the look, and she found Jacayla Brown for a good look.
A deep triple from Lily Day is off the mark. Nice effort on the closeout there from Kelsey Colombo and forces an errant miss from Lily Day.
Look for them to run that more and get that open look for Lily. Let's see if they can connect. Mila's back in with 2.
Annabelle to Lily Day, the jab step, the triple won't fall, and the rebound by Colombo.
Gotta love the fundamentals. Simple jab step, creates some space, gets a shot off. Doesn't drop, but simple.
It's a great look. She had more than enough airspace there to get that one off. Now that's going to put Kelsey Colombo back at the line. She's sitting on 16 points. We'll make that 17 as she knocks down the free throw. And the second one won't fall.
2 for 5 from the line. That's surprising.
That's been the lone part of her game today that maybe she'd want to clean up a little bit. Outside of that, she's been stellar. And how about that from Maddie Karen?
Deep 3. Nice step back, got the defender off and knocked it down.
Here's a pass to Michaela Scott Bush. Now Harrington gets doubled there, finds Colombo with the elbow, puts up the floater and knocks it down.
We talk about all 3 levels. Kelsey's scoring all 3 levels right now.
No doubt. Now here is Annabelle Day. Sees 2 there in the corner. And there's a nice pass underneath. Jacayla Brown. She cannot put it in. And now sticking with it, but Mila Bissett comes up with the ball. Now she sees 3, but luckily Colombo is there to provide her some assistance. As it's a 9-point game, just over 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Here's Bissett. Hop stepping into the lane, loses the ball, and it looks like a foul called.
Maddie Karen got caught sneaking in there. I don't know if I saw something, but she was stuck.
And now Mila Bissett is going to head to the free throw line. Her first one is good. Bissett was named All-Western New York First Team Large School Division a season ago, the only underclassman to make the first team. And now Bissett, second free throw is good.
Tough one for Maddie there. Picks up her 3rd after a big 3. Now she's got to sit. Don't expect to see her the rest of the half.
There's a pass to Addison DeAndrea. And she is fouled. That is Lexi Ground who picks up the foul.
First time in the game for her, transfer from Akron.
There's Annabelle Day, gets screened from Jacayla Brown. Now picks up her dribble, finds Lily Day. And now Lily spins inside, layup, no good, but a foul. And Lily Day will head to the line for 2.
Coach Kelly wanted to move and screen there, but I thought it was a good clean screen. Pretty physical on both ends. We're letting them play.
And Day, her first free throw goes halfway down and out. And she can't hit the second one either. But then tipping the rebound to herself and putting it in is Ella Cashin. Here's Bissett. Fires it to Harrington. Out of the corner, Scott Bush. Baseline drive. Runs into the brick wall. That is Jacayla Brown. She forces the turnover and finds Annabelle Day. And Day gonna get the screen from Brown. Now splits the 2 defenders. Gets to the cup and gets fouled. Boy, that is some nice ball handling there in the pick and roll. She's just able to split right through the 2 defenders there. Some play by Annabelle.
Bush Scott gets the foul, takes a seat with her second. So it'll be interesting if foul trouble has a factor in this game in the second half. But man, these teams got to make some free throws. Both the teams missing some key free throws here.
The rim not being kind right now to the Day sisters. Lily just went 0 for 2 on her last trip, and now Annabelle goes 0 for 2.
We're going down the other way. Foul on the rebound on the shot.
Just over a minute 30 left in the first half.
That's Cashin's third. So we got 2 players now from North Tonawanda with 3. Cashin and Karen. We see Mammoth's first time in the game.
And at the line for the first time today is WNYAT. That free throw is no good. So both teams have left a handful of points here on the charity stripe. That one is good for WNYAT. Here's Lily Day, gets a screen from Brown. Now Day lobs it down low to Addison DeAndrea, and down she goes, falls down at the elbow. And a foul is called here against the Lancers. It's Lexi Ground, and now she will take a seat. Addison DeAndrea heading to the free throw line. Her first free throw is good. Also a volleyball and softball player for the Lumberjacks, and she's a hell of a softball player. I'll touch on that later, but she knows how to hit some long balls in softball, that's for sure, as the second free throw rattles out, but then Annabelle Day flies in for the rebound. There's a pass to Brown, and she finishes underneath.
Phenomenal pass by DeAndrea to no look backside pass to Jacayla Brown for the finish.
On the other end, Skylar Harrington has it on the near wing, being hounded by Lily Day. Finds WNYAT in the corner. And we got another foul, it looks like.
I think I just peeked up, and Lexi Ground's got 3 fouls. She doesn't play that much, but she had a seat. Lily picks up her first. It's a nice defensive rotation on that last play there. They had Skylar bottled up in the corner, and Kelsey was wide open on the wing here, and Annabelle rotated over and took that pass away to cause some disruption.
And that free throw is good for WNYAT. Now 2 for 4 on the day for her. There's Lily Day. Gets the screen from her older sister, Annabelle. Now barreling toward the rim, throws it off the glass and in. Tough take from Lily Day. And it's a 6-point game. Here's Bassett. Showing off the tight handle. Now kicks it to the corner. 3-pointer on the way. It is short. Offensive rebound, Colombo. Kick out. WNYAT. 3-pointer. No.
Those long arms of Colombo. That rebound was going out for a 2-on-0 break, and Kelsey just snatched it.
And Annabelle Day just snatched the rebound for North Tonawanda. Now she pulls up for 3. That one is short. Look at the rebound by Brown, and then quickly just taps it back to Annabelle Day, and she's fouled.
Kelsey's second foul. This, like I said, this is going to be interesting second half. They continue to call fouls at this pace. They're fouls. Not saying they're not, but it's going to be interesting coaching in the second half to balance that out.
First free throw good for Day. And now to cut the Lancer lead to 4. Day can't hit, but she gets her own offensive rebound. Now the kick out, Lily Day for 3. No. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Lily Day on the shot. So 8.5 seconds remaining. Chance for the final shot here of the half for St. Mary's.
Watch out for that volleyball line from here.
Bassett shovels it to Kelsey Colombo. Colombo gets downhill, gets to the corner, and that pass off the mark. Unable to handle it there was Marcisson. So that brings us to the end of the first half. St. Mary's leading for most of the game, but North Tonawanda crawling their way and scratching back in it here toward the end of the first half. It is 33-28 still, very much anyone's game, and that first half was just as entertaining as advertised. We'll step aside, take a timeout here. When we come back, we'll see some AAU going on here at halftime, but for now we will step aside, throw it to break. You are watching the public versus private girls basketball showcase here on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
When I stopped playing sports competitively, one of the hardest things to get over was that wonderful feeling in your stomach, those butterflies, when you're leaving the locker room and walking out onto the court. That feeling where you're about to compete. For me, being an attorney, and more specifically, being a trial attorney, that is a very similar feeling, that feeling deep down in your gut when you're about to walk into a courtroom and start your trial. I love to compete. I love that at the end of a competition, there's a winner and a loser. And I want to win for my client, who has one chance. That is what drives O'Brien and Ford. I have always aligned myself with the underdog, but I spent the first decade of my career on the defense side, working for the insurance companies in personal injury actions. But I found myself drawn to the plaintiff side, going up against the large insurance companies. What guides me is knowing that our clients have one and only chance to get compensation that is fair. How do we get there? We work harder than our opponent. The trial process is a grind, and what it reminds me of is going back to those days as a Division I athlete. You're practicing, you're in the weight room, you're watching video, you're preparing for the contest. And so there are similarities when you're trying a case where your client has one and only shot. It's no different than the championship game that you've spent weeks, months, your entire life preparing for. When you choose the twos, I promise you, no lawyer will work harder than we do.
Education has power. Binghamton University students Discover it, apply it, unleash it. Unleash your education today.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve. You will get super high level communication. We will get you back on your feet, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals, case managers. At Richmond Vona, if you call us quickly after your accident, we'll help you get it filed for you. We have more team members. We have the best systems and processes, the best technology, and our team members are motivated and incentivized to move our clients' cases along as quickly as possible, but without sacrificing the amount of money we can get our clients. Because at the end of the day, we are not some settlement mill. We are not like some of these TV lawyers who just want to get you the first settlement offer and get you out the door so they can move on to the next. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Welcome back here to St. Mary's of Lancaster and a packed gym here for the final game of the public versus private girls basketball showcase here that pits the North Tonawanda Lady Jacks against the St. Mary's of Lancaster Lancers. The lead for the Lancers is the same here at the end of the second quarter as it was at the end of the first. It's a 5-point lead. That second quarter was a dead heat, 14-14. The scoring even for both teams. Taking a look at the leading scorers for both sides. For St. Mary's of Lancaster, Kelsey Colombo had 19 of their 33. She really got off to a strong start, knocking down some three-pointers and things of that nature. But I feel like for the Lady Jacks, at least defensively, they did a better job holding her down in that second quarter. She was still able to get to the free throw line, get some free throw opportunities. Didn't knock all of them down, but they did a better job on her defensively in that second quarter, I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. They got her hand up. Was it Cashin or DeAndrea got a block in the corner? They're aware of where she is now. They're not going to lose her. Look for Kelsey to actually try to go back inside. I'll be interested to see how that works. I think she's going to try to work the paint a little bit and take advantage of her athleticism on the inside. We'll see what happens.
And then conversely for North Tonawanda, a little bit more balanced as far as scoring goes. They were led, of course, by Annabelle Day. She had 8 points, 6 points for Lily Day, and 7 for Maddie Karen. A little bit more balanced attack. The Days, they could both have a handful more points each, but left some points at the free throw line. But for them, as they try and claw back in this game, we mentioned defensively, they've done a better job on Colombo, but offensively, what do you think they have to do differently here as they try to work their way out of this deficit here?
I think Coach Bratz, he made some adjustments towards the end of the half there, looking to get open looks, better open looks. He's taking advantage of that screen and roll. St. Mary's is looking to double that screen and roll. Last time Annabelle split it. Before that, she found the open person a couple times. So they got great shooters on that team between, the both Days and Maddie Karen. They're gonna find those open shots and they're gonna knock them down. Look for Bratt to get them more open looks, be a little more patient and find them.
One thing they did in that first half that I'd like to see a little bit more of is putting both the Day sisters in screen actions. Have Lily or Annabelle be the ball handler, and then the other one screen for them. Maybe see some pick and pops out of that. But I'd like to see those two in some screen actions. We saw it a little bit in the first half. It'll be interesting to see how they deploy those two here in the second half. We will take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have second half action on tap for you in the public versus private girls basketball showcase here. Game 4 of 4, North Tonawanda, St. Mary's of Lancaster from St. Mary's of Lancaster here on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Welcome back here to St. Mary's of Lancaster, getting set for the second half here of the public versus private girls basketball showcase. North Tonawanda, St. Mary's of Lancaster. The Lancers lead 33-28. Tanner Saunders, Dave Lyman on the call. And Dave, you mentioned the amount of dual sport athletes in this game. And we've got a couple players that are going on to play at the collegiate level. You look at Annabelle Day. Recently, she announced that she will stay here, stay home, and continue to play basketball at D1 University of Buffalo. Jakayla Brown, you look at her, yeah, she's a very talented basketball player, but volleyball is more where she makes her hay, and she's got it down to a couple of local schools, Division I, Canisius, Niagara. Also received an offer from South Alabama, but deciding between the two hometown teams. Then you look at Addison DeAndrea as well. She's committed to Geneseo to play softball at the next level. She's one heck of a player.
Yeah, you always hear the argument about focusing on one sport or playing dual sports. I mean, we see a lot of cases on this court right here where both of them are working out for the players. You know, we got a lot of basketball only girls as well as dual sport athletes. So there's no one answer for everybody. Everyone's got to take their own path and certainly find that success. And we've seen that.
And here we go. We are ready to start the second half as North Tonawanda will get things rolling here. Annabelle Day kicks it over to Karen. Now they get it in the corner, Lily Day. And she's looking to drive, floats it off the glass, too strong. And then
That
a
could
foul.
be Karen's fourth. Ooh.
Yep, on the rebound attempt there.
Love the aggressiveness to go crash and try and get a rebound, but just came off in a bad spot, ran in the back of her. Tough one.
And the aforementioned softball standout, Addison DeAndrea, checks in, and she's got the task of trying to guard Kelsey Colombo here, who screens and then pops out to the three-point line. Now kicks it over to Harrington. Harrington looking to drive, kicks it to Bissett for three, and that one goes down.
Her first three of the game.
Indeed, the first long ball of the day for Mila Bissett, and that makes it 36-28. Now Jakayla Brown underneath shovels this one up toward the hoop, and she did indeed travel before the shots.
Great patience and ball movement on that last possession for St. Mary's. Skylar attack, found Mila on the opposite side.
Here is Bissett struggling with the handle a little bit there, able to maintain possession. Now gets a screen from Colombo, and on the drive, the dish to Harrington. Her three is no good. Rebound by Jakayla Brown. Annabelle Day, the crossover on Skylar Harrington. Now pulls it out to the wing. Kicks it out top. Jakayla Brown. Now they get it down low to Lily Day. Posting up, and that shot no good. Rebounded Kelsey Colombo, and she gets tied up there. And it looks like a foul called, much to the chagrin there of Coach Brad on the sideline.
They were looking to take advantage of the size difference there. Lily posting up Mila. Mila just kind of straight up there and got a foul call there on the rebound.
It's on Lily Day, her second. Here's Mila Bissett, finds Skylar Harrington. Pump fake, baseline drive. Now kick to the near corner. Here's a three from Wannett. Nothing but the bottom. As this lead has ballooned up to 11 here. DeAndrea has that one swatted away by Kelsey Colombo. Now Harrington poked away from behind by Annabelle Day. And Annabelle up into the front court, pulls it back to the corner, three-pointer. That one short off front rim. Kelsey Colombo saves it up ahead to Mila Bissett. Now here goes Bissett. Floater in the paint. Oh, that's pretty. Mila Bissett with 5 points here early to start the third quarter, and it forces a North Tonawanda timeout, Coach.
Kind of like how we saw the beginning of the game here. Quick run here for St. Mary's. 8 points, real quick. 2 threes and a floater from Mila. North Tonawanda, Ryan calls timeout here. Doesn't want it to get out of hand. They got to settle them down.
And St. Mary's of Lancaster, they're already tough enough to stop when, Kelsey Colombo playing the way she did in the first half. But then once you get these guards going, Harrington and Bissett, that's got to have you pulling your hair out defensively. I mean, it's like, how do you stop all these?
Yeah, Skylar's been very patient here on the offensive end. Had a couple looks, chose not to take them. Made the extra pass, found somebody open, and Wanda hits a 3-on-1. Got the assist on Mila's 3 as well. So give credit to Skylar. Didn't put the ball in the basket herself, but found 2 wide open girls by being patient.
And Mila Bissett now already has more points in the first few minutes here of this third quarter than she did the entirety of the first half. Quiet first half for Mila Bissett, only 4 points, but now she's got 5 in the last few minutes here of the third. And she's flirting with double digits. So far, Kelsey Colombo, the only other Lancer in double figures. She leads all scorers with 19. Unofficially, that is. I'm doing my best to try and keep track of the point totals. And now out of the timeout, NT will inbound from the baseline. Lily Day gets it into her sister Annabelle. And she's being badgered here by Skylar Harrington. Now gets doubled off the screen. It forces an errant pass. It's stolen by Kelsey Colombo. Here's Colombo, coast to coast, you bet. Kelsey Colombo. I mean, there's no other way to put it. She is like a guard in a big's body. Here's the kick out now with the answer. You bet for North Tonawanda. Ella Cashin knocks down her first long ball, and they needed that one.
Good job by was that DeAndrea finding her there. Cashin can knock down the 3, so if St. Mary's loses her, she can help get them back in this.
Cashin snares the long rebound, finds Lily Day, swings it to Annabelle. Her 3-pointer is short off the front of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Mila Bissett. Size disadvantage there between her and Jacayla Brown, but she was able to pull down the rebound. Now quickly, Harrington left alone for 3. It's short off the front of the rim. Harrington trying to chase down her own miss. Couldn't get there. North Tonawanda ball down 12.
Couple open looks from big stars there. Didn't knock them down, but they'll keep shooting. As they should.
Lily Day to Cashin. It's a screen, Jacayla Brown. Now DeAndrea puts the ball on the floor, picks it up at the elbow. Now that one is broken up, and here goes Michaela Scott Bush the other way, finishes.
Her first bucket of the game.
Yeah, what a way to score your first field goal there, as this one is knocked away from Annabelle Day, and Skylar Harrington comes up with it. Now Harrington finds Scott Bush, extending the range. That one won't fall. And looks like you got a foul here. I believe on Jacayla Brown.
DeAndrea, maybe?
Yep, DeAndrea. It's her.
Juana did a great job fighting around for that rebound, getting in front of DeAndrea, and then DeAndrea getting the over the back call. Here comes Maddie with 4. I wouldn't be surprised if Kelly goes right at her, but hopefully Maddie plays smart.
And they get it in to Colombo. Colombo bounces it out to Bissett. She gets into the paint, floater a little bit off center, but Colombo's there for the offensive rebound. She cannot follow it through, and it's rebounded by Annabelle Day. Now Day matched up against Harrington. Finds Lily Day. Lily Day gets a screen from Annabelle. Here goes Lily into the paint, floater, no. I don't think that one even grazed the rim. Here's Mila Bissett from the parking lot. Bang!
I was about to say, this one's going up.
You could tell the way she was walking into it. She had confidence. She let it rip, and she hits. as there's a layup from Lily Day. No good. Rebounded Kelsey Colombo. Now Colombo looking to push the pirouetting pass, and she finds Michaela Scott Bush. What a pass there from Kelsey Colombo. And another timeout called by North Tonawanda as St. Mary's of Lancaster has come out swinging here to open the third. We'll take a timeout back after this on Western New York Athletics.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you.
Back here from St. Mary's of Lancaster, 3:16 left in the third. It is 50-31 here for St. Mary's of Lancaster. This was a 5-point game at halftime, but this game eerily reminiscent of our last, where Niagara Falls went on a major run in the third quarter. That's what St. Mary's of Lancaster has done here. They are currently on a 17-3 run in this quarter.
I don't expect North Tonawanda to go away like last game. I think they're going to hang around in this, start to get some open looks. They got to prevent these fast breaks, though.
A 19-point hole, certainly not ideal, but when you have microwave scores like they have with Lily and Annabelle Day, certainly no lead is insurmountable, especially with a quarter and change left to play. There's a foul coming up here.
Skylar's second. I can't recall. Did Mila have 3 in the first half or 2?
That escapes me as well, as here's Karen firing up a 3. Won't fall. Rebound, Michaela Scott Bush. Here's Mila Bissett ahead of the pack. Bissett hangs and couldn't finish. And the long rebound is secured by Cashin. Up ahead, Karen. And now Karen found Jakayla Brown. Now Cashin lines up a 3 and hits.
There she is.
Ella Cashin, she's got 2 field goals in this quarter, both threes. Now Bissett finds Colombo in the middle of the floor. Kick out Scott Bush, no good. Ooh. But nice play by Colombo to tap the rebound out to Scott Bush. Now she gets it back and puts it home. 23 points for Kelsey Colombo. Now here is Karen. Gets a screen to Caleb Brown. Pull up from the free throw line. Off center. No good. Out of bounds. And it'll be Lancer ball.
North Tonawanda looks to go small here. Jakayla Brown comes out, whether it's just for a rest or trying to get some more activity. They're going to be undersized on the defensive side, but
here's Michaela Scott Bush in the post. Pirouetting. Now going up with the right hand. Can't finish. Here's DeAndrea, finds Lily Day. And Lily Day gets a screen. Now looking to drive. Gets past Harrington to the rim. And no, they wave it off. Whoa.
that was an offensive foul call there. Looked like an and one to me. I don't know if she led with her elbow. He's obviously much closer than we are, so
right.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Wise words right there. That's what I always say. Whenever I think I might dispute a call with the refs, they have the better vantage point than we do, so you kind of have to defer there. And they say it was an offensive foul on Day. Now here's North Tonawanda coming back up the floor. Annabelle Day, sidestep triple, no good. Rebound, Colombo finding Harrington. Scott Bush in the mid-range, finds Harrington diving to the rim, and she puts it home with the left.
Simple give and go there. Skylar reading the play. Getting an easy layup.
20-point lead. And Colombo says, get that out of here. Sends that one into the cheerleaders there. Does Kelsey Colombo, denying Annabelle Day on the drive.
If I'm on T here, I might run something for Cashin to get an open look. Kayla Scott Bush is looking to drift off her defensively and help a lot. I think she can hide and maybe hit some open shots for them.
Annabelle Day trying to bounce to Karen on the inbound. They'll have another chance at it here. Lily Day to inbound now.
St. Mary's taking advantage of the lead right now, getting some subs in, trying to stay fresh. Lidstrom and Marcizan is both in.
Looked like Lily Day stepped out of bounds there, and she did. Annabelle Day had a shot attempt there, but you could tell it was definitely bothered by Kelsey Colombo, even if she doesn't get the block, as is the case with a lot of those bigs down there, just their presence being able to affect shots. And that was the case on that last field goal attempt there from Annabelle Day. Here's Mila Bassett, sidestep three on the way. Missed everything. Arrington couldn't save it. Saves it to Lily Day, and now she's off and running. Here goes Lily, finding Annabelle. Nice bounce. And Maddie Karen lays it home. Off the well-placed dime there. Now here goes Mila Bassett back the other way. Floater from the elbow. That one rattles around and out. Couldn't get the friendly home floor bounce there. Could Bassett now? 8 seconds left. Here's Annabelle Day.
I don't know if she knows how much time's left.
3 seconds left. They get it down low to Lily, and she's not going to get a shot off. Nice defense there by Mila Bassett to not allow them to even get a shot up. Time to make the switch to the fourth quarter. It's an 18-point lead for the Lancers. Can they hold on, or can North Tonawanda stage a furious comeback? We'll find out here when we start the fourth quarter on Western New York Athletics.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Here we go, back here for the final stanza from St. Mary's of Lancaster, where the Lancers lead 54-36 on their home floor. Here's a kick to the corner, three on the way, off the iron and couldn't drop. But Colombo there for the rebound. Her putback attempt is no good. Ball in the hands of Annabelle Day. And that one knocked away by Harrington. Now running for the loose ball. It's still on the ground. And Cashin comes up with it, and she is tied up. Possession stays with the Lady Jacks here. North Tonawanda trying to avoid falling to 1-2 on this young season. Meanwhile, this the season opener for the Lancers. Here's Maddie Karen, gets a screen, shovels it over to Lily Day, lets the three fly. It is short. Rebound pulled down by DeAndrea. She launches a three. It's no good, but the rebound pinballs over to Karen. She has it knocked away on the drive. Annie Lindstrom making some plays. Checked into the game. Bassett tried to go behind the back there to Harrington. Oh, we almost saw the Showtime Lancers there. That pass just a little off the mark there. Plus, you had the defense of North Tonawanda back as well. That would have been some play had they connected. Here is Karen being double teamed, and it's ripped away. Now here is Bassett. Bassett hangs through contact and finishes over Lily Day. Mila Bassett has come alive here in this second quarter.
Little delayed trap there on the last play.
Lily Day dancing with Bassett, now trying to get around Colombo. Does so, and too much mustard on it with the left hand, and then tried to save it there. She was falling out of bounds. And they're going to get Colombo with a foul. It's her third. Here's Annabelle Day to inbound, and that one is stolen. Annie Lindstrom. She's provided a spark off the bench, and now a travel called as the Lancers were looking to break out. Here's Lily Day. Dangerous pass, but it finds Karen. Now here's Annabelle Day. The little head fake. Now gets inside Annabelle. Throws it up at the rim and gets fouled.
Is that Colombo's fourth?
Tis indeed. And now she is going to head out, and Michaela Scott Bush, the Canadian, checks in.
A little late. 6 minutes left here in the fourth. Could get interesting with her with 4, but we got to get one basket at a time here. North Tonawanda wanted to get back in this.
Or in this case, one free throw at a time. Annabelle Day knocks down the first, and with her out of the game, that should make attacking the rim a little bit easier for North Tonawanda. Second free throw on the way. That one is no good. Rebounded by Michaela Scott Bush. Now Bassett launching again and couldn't get the home floor bounce. Rebounded by Lily Day. In a 19-point hole here are the Lady Jacks. Day gets a screen. Jacayla Brown on the roll. That pass just a little bit too far out in front.
A lot of space ahead of her.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there was a tip on that.
All right, so new lease on life here for this possession for North Tonawanda. 16 on the shot clock. Here goes Lily Day working against the smaller Bassett, and she gets it to go.
Tough one there from almost behind the backboard.
Indeed. Now on the other end, that shot won't go. It's rebounded by Lily Day, and then they're going to get Harrington on the reach in.
Yeah, tough one there. Skylar a little early on the shot. 5 seconds into the shot clock. Tough one over Jacayla. Didn't drop. Quick foul. Those are the plays that are going to let North Tonawanda get back into it. They need to be a little more patient on offense. That's what Kelly's probably going to tell them right now. Let's slow it down here.
Yeah.
And let's get some good looks. No need to take quick shots like that.
Lancers call timeout. 5:42 left in the fourth. Back after this on Western New York Athletics.
Choose the twos. Get the help you deserve.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Welcome back here. 5:42 left in the fourth quarter here between St. Mary's of Lancaster and North Tonawanda in the public versus private girls basketball showcase. North Tonawanda trying to claw their way back into this game, but Mila Bassett trying to close the door on any potential comeback with a steal. Here's the feed ahead, and it's blocked from behind, but a foul. And incensed there was Cashin. She was not buying that.
Nice hustle to get back and contest a wide open layup.
Marcizin there is fouled, and she will head to the free throw line. First one is no good. Score remains 56-39.
Marsison's a sophomore transfer from West Seneca East. Let's see if she get her first points of the season here.
Does just that. There's Annabelle Day. Getting the screen there from Cashin. Now finds her on the pick and pop. She lets the three fly. She had 2 made threes in the third quarter. Trying to tap into that well once again there, but comes up empty that time.
I like the play there to hit the hot hand, see if we can get her an open look. I think she just had too much space.
And then that one on the other end through the hands of Annie Lindstrom, who has given them some solid minutes in this fourth quarter off the bench.
Two freshmen, two sophomores, and a junior in the game right now for St. Mary's. They're going to.
No look bounce pass there from Annabelle Day to Jacayla Brown. She can't finish, but she is fouled. So she'll head to the free throw line. Jacayla Brown, 2 points today. She had a couple layups that she probably will almost certainly want back. And she cannot knock down the free throw. Mentioned she's got some offers to play collegiate volleyball. Has 3 offers that I know of from Canisius, Niagara, and South Alabama, choosing between the 2 New York teams. Here's a rebound. And DeAndrea with a little mid-range there. Gets the 2 points back that Jacayla Brown left at the free throw line. Here's the long pass ahead. Lindstrom throws that one toward the baseline. It's out of bounds. She was looking for Madeline Marsisson.
That's a couple straight turnovers for the Lancers, allowing North Tonawanda to get some extra possessions here. Still down 16. See if they can get a quick bucket, get this cut to 10 quickly. But they're running out of time.
Lily Day throws it to Brown. She cannot get that one to go, and then it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with North Tonawanda. Now Wanet's going to come in, and there goes Kelsey Colombo. So North Tonawanda had the luxury of playing the last few minutes without Colombo on the floor, but she is back with her 4 fouls. And now DeAndrea, dangerous pass. It's taken away. Here's Harrington ahead of the pack, and Skylar couldn't get the bunny to drop, but she gets her own miss and goes up with the left hand. She wasn't going to miss 2 layups in a row. Now Annabelle Day back quickly the other way. And the ball was kicked there. So it'll stay with the Lady Jacks. Here is Lily Day dancing with Mila Bassett. Now over to DeAndrea. Here's Annabelle Day on the near wing. The screen from Jacayla Brown. Drives toward the baseline with the right hand. Nice finish from Annabelle Day.
Jacayla came up to set the screen. Annabelle used it the other way as they tried to hedge it and got to the cup.
Bassett to Harrington on the near wing. Now here's Colombo. Does she have another 3 in her? Oh, does she ever? 26 points for Kelsey Colombo, her 4th 3-pointer of the game. Trying to slam the door on any potential Lady Jack comeback. Now here's one thrown up to the top of the key to Cashin. Now finding Annabelle Day. Here's Day, the hezzy, the floater, trying to use the glass, no good. Rebounded by Mila Bassett. And Bassett, now obviously you want to score here if you're St. Mary's of Lancaster, but equally as important, trying to drain some of this clock. Here's Bassett, hop stepping into the lane, sets up an open Harrington on the drive and dish. She cannot knock down the long-range jumper. It's rebounded by Cashin over to DeAndrea, now into the hands of Day.
Nice job by Mila there to get a paint touch, get a good look, kick out to Skylar. Patient on offense, run some time.
DeAndrea, top of the key, kick out to Lily Day. Now Day looking to get into the paint. Looking for Jacayla Brown, but it's stolen by Michaela Scott Bush. Bush finds Bassett. Bassett pulls it back to the wing. Now the crossover, floater from the elbow, and she is fouled. So Mila Bissett heading to the free throw line. She has come alive in this second half. 13 points in the second half alone, 17 in total. And 2 makes here would put her at 19. She makes good on the first. Mila Bissett knocks down the second. Now here's the long pass ahead. Annabelle Day tried to tip it past Michaela Scott Bush to herself.
Coach Kelly's not happy about that. Up 21, 2.5 minutes left. Still pressing. She wants it all.
Here's the inbound from Annabelle to Lily Day. Screen from Cashin. Now Lily lost it off of her thigh there.
I believe this is St. Mary's only home game of the month. I could be wrong there, but they only have 8 home games all season. They're on the road quite a bit. Traveling to D.C. next week.
And Michaela Scott Bush had that one swatted by Jakayla Brown. Maybe for Brown, not her best offensive day, but she has made a number of splash plays defensively. A couple emphatic blocks. Now Bissett left open in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound Kelsey Colombo, and Colombo goes up with the right hand, but whistle before the shot, and they do wave it off. Foul on the floor. DeAndrea picks up her second. Harrington directing traffic on the inbound, finds Mila Bissett. Up top, Wanted. Colombo, a couple steps behind the arc, leaves that one short. Rebounded Cashin, but she couldn't secure it. And now the ball still loose. Lily Day comes up with it. Here is Day looking for Jakayla Brown. And it is last touched by Brown. And now 1:50, time winding down here for the Lady Jacks. Here's Bissett. Puts up the 3 in traffic. No foul. And now Annabelle Day back the other way. Trying to bounce it to Lily. And couldn't find her. And that one rolls out of bounds toward the North Tonawanda bench.
NT here late. Almost trying to make the extra pass too much. Being unselfish. Not connecting on the last couple here. Bad shot's better than a good turnover. Put it on the rim. Go get it.
Lexi Ground checks back into the game, and right on cue, she's going to launch a 3. It's no good. And trying to chase down her own rebound, she got it. Finding Skylar Harrington, kick to the corner. Kelsey Colombo for the dagger. Puts it in. 5 3-pointers for Kelsey Colombo. And as I said, putting the finishing touches on this game with that one. Here's Annabelle Day. Finding Cashin. Her 3 is short. Offensive rebound. Putback won't fall for Lily Day. Cashin gets it back, puts it up, gets fouled.
Kelsey put up the points tonight, but I tell you, Skylar's been kind of the unsung hero there, making another great pass, finding the open person, being patient, playing the game the right way. She only has 11 points herself, but she's made a lot of big plays on both ends of the courts, primarily patience on offense.
Cashin couldn't knock down the second. It's rebounded by Kelsey Colombo. And now she shovels this one up to Lexi Ground, and a timeout is called by Coach Kelly McCauley for St. Mary's with 45.9 remaining.
We'll see if Coach Kelly empties the bench here or she's trying to run something. Lulu McKendry was in for the first time today. Looks like Marcison's checking back in as well. 45 seconds left.
Well, the starters have certainly done their job in this one. Look at Mila Bissett. She's got 15 in this game. Kelsey Colombo has 29, 11 for Skylar Harrington.
Yeah, looks like NT's put the subs in.
Yep.
Kelly's going to do the same. Tough early call, on Maddie, getting her 4th foul early. Never allowed her to get involved. She was spark in the first half. 7 points, getting rebounds, doing different little things for them, and never had a chance to have an effect on the second half.
Lexi Ground kicks to the corner. It's a long 2, and the offensive rebound is pulled down by Annie Lindstrom. Now she gives it up, cutting to the rim, and looks like a foul called there. That is Peyton Gallivan, number 14, who is driving. And Gallivan led to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the day.
Kind of like that last game, third quarter, really the difference in this one as well.
Yep. It was 21-8 St. Mary's in that third quarter. It blew this game wide open. There's a long skip pass to the corner. Annie Lindstrom teeing up a 3. It won't fall. Offensive rebound. Putback attempt is no good. Nice rebound, Gallivan. And on the drive, that one is knocked loose. Taken by North Tonawanda. And now ball loose here, being fought for by a couple of players. St. Mary's able to come up with it. And now that is it. St. Mary's of Lancaster, 67-44. They come away victorious on their home floor here. And Coach, you mentioned it. That third quarter, they blew this game wide open, 21-8, and they never looked back.
Great game, both teams. Look for this, 2 of the top teams in the area. Look for them to both be making a long run in the playoffs. We'll see a lot of them the rest of the year. This isn't the end, both tough schedules, both tough starting schedules to start the season. And we're going to hear a lot about both of these 2 teams the rest of the year. It'll be great.
So St. Mary's begins 1-0. Meanwhile, North Tonawanda falls to 1-2. That's going to do it for us, for everybody on our broadcast crew, including our camera operator, Joe Turry, our on-site technical producer, Mike Goodberry, and my color man, Dave Lyman. This is Tanner Saunders saying thank you for listening to the public versus private girls basketball showcase here on Western New York Athletics.
1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy with
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did.